To err is human, to forgive divine. As we all know, that quote means really well to today's society, as we make errors in our day-to-day life, and yet we can find the ways to forgive ourselves of said mistakes, along with the forgiveness of others. In the case of Darkside Phil, that's not really the case, due to the fact that he'll constantly paint himself as a victim and expect everyone else to apologize for his own fuck-ups. But not only that, but he seems to think that any errors that he comes across, it's not his fault. That he thinks that he did everything right, everything was correct, and yet anything that he has done should automatically be forgiven. But when it comes to technology, Phil has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. To give a little context to this video before it starts, he's talking about how he wanted people to give him stuff, so he says that it's for people to expose him for things on the internet, when in reality he could have just said, introduce things on the internet to me, but it's Phil, so you know his verbiage is, like I mentioned before, a bit strange.
That's the whole idea of the show, is that a bunch of people want to expose me to crap going on all over the internet, and some of it could be informative, some of it can be funny, you know, some of it could be internet history, some of it could be something new from someone. I could be exposed to a YouTuber I've never even, heard of their content before. It's been an interesting and educational experience these last few months. At the same time, there's been a lot of ridiculous nonsense on there too, right?
But here's the thing, though. Every time you react to content on your DSP Reacts channel, it's quite boring. Every time you react to something, you're just nodding your head up and down like, that's interesting. Or you just skip it within, like, a minute or two, and people get mad at you, and you go, well, this is my video. I can do whatever I want with it. But still, he'll also get, like, kind of like a boner whenever food is mentioned, because he's like, oh, food, I'm interested in this now. But everything else, why the fuck did you introduce this to me? Stop it with the K-pop shit.
So it's a good mix, I feel. But no matter what, there's always people who aren't satisfied, and the thing is, I'm not going to please everyone. If I take too long in any particular video, like let's say I'm watching 5 minutes of a video, everyone complains, skip, you're watching too much, skip, go to the next.
Well, that's the thing with that, Phil. If the content that is recommended to you is boring your audience and they're asking you to skip, you should put it to a vote. You should have a poll that's like, hey, should I skip this video or should we keep going? And if most of the people say no, skip it and move on to something else. But you want to think that, no, this is my business. My fans don't have any say in this. Meanwhile, he's asking for content to react to from his fans, which is like the biggest contradiction ever.
Then if I watch a video for only like a minute and I skip it, oh my God, he skipped the video. Can you believe he didn't watch the video? What the heck?
Yeah, because you tend to like watch something, you get incredibly fucking bored with it, and you skip it, even though the video is interesting in and of itself. There are a lot of people that have reacted to your content before. A video that you're watching is very interesting, but yet you seem to think that it's boring as fuck and you skip it. Take, for example, Yahtzee Crowshaw's review of The Callisto Protocol. You thought it was incredibly boring because he's British and his humor is dry. Like, really? That's the excuse that you come up with? Come on.
So it's kind of like,
the guy's like, fucking shit, fuck this guy, piece of fucking shit, hate this fucking team, I hate these fucking players, I hate my fucking life, I'm going home, I'm drinking a whole thing of fucking Jack tonight.
Well, that's essentially the whole purpose of it. Thank you, Past Phil, for proving that out.
As of last night. Now, last night, we had a scare. I know that many of you probably were not here for last night's Final Fantasy V stream, but for those that were here, my heart jumped.
Oh my god, his heart jumped. My god, he had a scare. What is it? His wife left him, said he's taking their son? Oh, they're losing the house again for like the 50th fucking time? Come on, Wales, chip on in. Give me your money. I need to save my house. He's done this shit before. That's why I'm laughing about it.
Let's put it that way, okay? Here's what happened.
Well, he has to chew his water before he has to go on with the news. So, come on, Phil. You chewed your water. What news did you have that made you scared and made your heart jump?
So we're in the midst of maybe the first half an hour of gameplay. And as I'm playing,
it was incredibly boring.
I turn to my laptop screen goes off. And I'm like, what the?
Like, what the fuck happened?
Now,
Pretty much. Like, if my computer went to black, my first initial reaction would be to move the mouse, or as well, if it's a laptop, move the touchscreen, or touchpad, excuse me. I would check to see if it just went to sleep. That's not what happened to Phil here.
to fully explain, okay, the way that my setup works here. My desktop computer is obviously what I capture and stream from. That's over there. I have a dual monitor setup. I use this left-hand monitor to take a look right now. I'm staring at myself on screen at the stream. I monitor the quality of the internet. I monitor the video length. And I monitor my CPU use and all kinds of stuff there through the streaming app. And I also have YouTube open next to it, so I can see how many people we have on stream. I can see how many likes there are on a particular stream, if any contributions are coming in there. That's all on my monitor on my desktop.
I can simplify this in under 3 to 5 sentences. Let's start. My PC is capturing all my gameplay and also my commentary. Over on my second monitor, it has everything that I need to look forward to streaming. It also has my internet usage as well as keeping an eye on how many people like my stuff. There. No need to over-explain things, Phil.
On my laptop in front of me, okay, what I do is I have the stream chat open right here to the right. So this is how I read the stream chat with all of you, and I interact with you during the streams. But
you know, that isn't like entirely kind of pointless for the second monitor to check how many people are liking your shit when you can just use your laptop. Why have the other screen on your desktop showing off how many people are liking your shit? You could just do that on your laptop. Yeah, great business strategies. Great way to actually have everything set up and ready to go.
then I also have the events tab open, and the events tab basically tracks things like super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships all at once here. And then I have another window open, and this tracks tips that come in. So this
You didn't excuse yourself, Phil. Wow. Rude.
is all of my data that I need to track during a live stream for proper shout outs and to make sure everything is going and to interact with you.
Okay, I can simplify that in under 2 sentences. My laptop is what I use to make sure I get chats, and if I don't like what I'm seeing from people, I can lean left and ban people. How hard is that? Phil always has this way to oversimplify or overexplain every single motherfucking thing that he does. It's really annoying, and it's also padding out his link time. Phil, you claim that you are wanting to make meaningful content, but that's not the way to do it, Chief.
So I need this unique dual screen setup to really stay on top of everything.
Really? You need it for that? Like, I get one of the monitors to check on your capture and all that shit. Fine. I get that because you need your desktop. You can't really do much with a laptop. But at the same fucking time, though, you really don't need the second monitor on your desktop for YouTube. You could just use it on your laptop. But apparently he had a scare, so something happened with his laptop, I suppose. Let's continue.
Well, my laptop just went turned off, and then when I pressed the button, the screen turned on, and it was an icon of a hard drive with a magnifying glass, and it said no bootable drive detected.
Wow, that just shows how irresponsible he is with his own technology. Phil, you know what you could have done with that? Just reboot it. It'll be fine. You probably had a little tiny error because the driver messed up. It is what it is. I've had it happen before. But no, you had to be like, oh, my computer's broken. Oh no, fans, give you another one. I don't know why, but apparently anytime that he sounds like that when he lives, like in slowed down, I feel like I'm in a nightmare and I can't wake up from it, guys. Help me! Help me!
I said, what?
Chat, what do I do? I can't do anything. I can't interact with you. Help!
So, this laptop I've had for about almost 2 years. It was donated by a fan. Thank you so much to the fan who donated it. That was so generous of you.
Yeah, thank you, fan, that I will not mention by name because you wanted to be kept anonymous, even though I don't think a fan donated that laptop to me. But yeah, if your laptop fucks up within 2 years, you're not taking care of your electronics. Then again, in his office, he has dust where his consoles are at, and I'm surprised those damn things haven't caught on fire.
About 2 years ago, Basically, what happened was I had a laptop for about 10 years, and that laptop was on its last legs. It was barely functional. It was barely able to boot and just do the basic things that I needed to do for a stream. Now, that's all I use the laptop for. To be perfectly clear, I don't use this laptop to capture, to play games, nothing. It's just to monitor the streams. That's it.
Uh-huh. Phil, May 1st, 2016 would like to have a word with you. Where'd the load go?
Okay, so I only needed like a basic laptop. So this laptop replacement that a fan got for me was much better than what I needed. This is an Acer. An Acer Aspire 5. It's a pretty good processor. It's got onboard graphics, but I'll probably never use them. It's very good.
It's very good, yet it almost broke on you after 2 years of owning it. Great quality.
And so...
Yeah, exactly. He has no idea what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to anything PC-wise. Yet he claims that he has built PCs in the past and did LAN parties. For a man that says that he knows everything, he doesn't know anything on the spot. Oh, but that was years ago. I don't remember any of that.
I love it. It's been great. I've never had a problem with it. And so when this happened yesterday, I nearly had a heart attack. I'm like, what? I've only had this laptop for 2 years. I don't use it for anything.
Well, if you almost had a heart attack, that could be from all the greasy foods that you've been eating. Come on, Phil, you need to change your diet a bunch just so that you don't have a heart attack. But at the same time, it wouldn't be a heart attack that you're feeling. It's anxiety and stress and paranoia. That's things that are mental. But if the stress gets too much, maybe you might have a heart attack. But Phil, we don't want you to have a heart attack because, in your words, who else can people go to make fun of you?
But monitoring the streams, that's it. I've never even gone onto like another website besides YouTube or Twitter. Or that's it.
Or some random naughty site on May 1st, 2016. Oh, and that's coming up soon, and you know he's not going to do shit for it.
Or email. Like, that's literally it. The laptop is used for nothing.
Yeah, if the laptop is used for just monitoring the chats, then it's kind of serving its purpose. But if you don't do anything to it, like update it or make sure that viruses aren't getting into it, then you're kind of fucking it up. Like, I always check to see if my computers are always up to date, like when it comes to antivirus software or drivers that need to be updated. That's the common knowledge. That's like the golden rule of owning a laptop or a PC, is making sure that everything is up to date and everything is cleaned. If there's dust on it, clean it the fuck off. But knowing you just leave it there going, oh, it's fine. It won't explode. Oh, it won't turn on. What the fuck?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the problem.
Right? So how in the holy hell could this thing be having an issue?
Viruses could be one. Not updating it might be a second. Not properly shutting it down could be a third. You know, there's a lot of options and a lot of different ways that it could fuck up your computer. But, you know, I know nothing, right? I'm just a detractor.
Right? So right in the middle of my stream, this happens. I said, well, how do I even reboot the thing? I kid you not. I've never hard rebooted the laptop because you don't need to. The thing is so good.
Yes, you do. It does not matter what kind of setup you have. Doesn't matter if it's the best fucking quality, which in his case, the Acer Aspire is actually pretty decent for a laptop. Like I said, it does not matter how great the product is. You have to make sure that it gets rebooted if it shuts down properly. Other than that, you're, like I said, you're just destroying your own shit.
So finally I said, oh, there's a button on the keyboard that powers it down. So I held it, and then I booted it back up, and now it seems to be working fine. So I actually...
Wait. Hold up. Hold up. What the fuck did he say?
You don't need to. The thing is so good.
We got
so
that
finally
part.
I said, oh, there's a button on the keyboard that powers it down. So I held it.
You had no idea there was a power button on that fucking thing? What the fuck do you think it is? Oh, that probably just adjusts my mic or any settings that I have for my PC, this little laptop. Oh no, it's fine. I don't need to touch this button. Also, you don't know anything about hard rebooting things? You know, great PC technician, guy that knows everything about PCs, doesn't know what the power button does. Wow.
And then I booted it back up, and now it seems to be working fine. So I actually don't know what happened. I'm kind of stumped. Was it just a random failure of the hard drive or something? You know, did the laptop just crash because I use it so much? And maybe I hadn't done a proper hard reboot in so long that it just had an issue, right? Like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just never, because it doesn't hard reboot, I just put it into suspend mode and then I open it again. So maybe that's what it was. Is that
Really? You put that thing in sleep and you never thought to turn it off when you don't need to? Phil, what you need to do, fine, I'll give you that, because there are some cases where computers can still survive after being asleep for a long time. Fine. Is that recommended? No. What you can do is essentially, when you go on your day off, power that fucker down. That way, when you boot it back up, if it has an update or if it needs to be updated, you can get that taken care of before streaming again. But knowing you, the reason why it's been asleep for so long is because whatever site that you're on, and you say that's just for YouTube, which I call bullshit on, there are viruses on that computer that need to be ran, like taken off with antivirus software. But man, I feel like my brain cells have like departed from my head and now I can't find them anymore.
it was just literally not formally rebooted in so long that it just finally crapped out and said, give me a hard reboot, for God's sakes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, funny enough, past Phil, this is exactly how I'm feeling. All I just do is like face palms, like, what the fuck? How can you be this dense?
Like, I'm just so tired of this stupid shit. I really am.
I hope
I also am tired of this stupid shit too, but I have to endure it.
that's what it was, honestly. I hope that it's not some, like, you know, issue that the hard drive is now starting to show signs it's crashing. I mean, it hasn't even been 2 years that I've been using it. And I literally only use it for these purposes. So, you know, I was happy it turned back on. I was like, dude, that would have sucked. If it didn't turn back on, now I got to figure out what the hell do I do?
Knowing you in this situation, if the computer does not work, you would just go straight to your fans and be like, hey guys, my laptop died. I need a new one. Who's willing to pay for a new laptop, guys? Come on. Come, hold on. Come on. Give me the money so I can go get myself a new PC or a new laptop, guys. Come on. It's empty, guys. Come on. Where's the money?
Right? Right? What on earth am I going to do? So, I guess, you know, we'll see. Yes, basically what happens is when I'm done with my laptop for the day, I close it. And when you close the lid, it goes into sleep mode automatically. And the next day when I open it up, it makes you re-log in and everything. But I don't think it formally has rebooted in, like, almost 2 years.
2 fucking years. This motherfucker has had that laptop in sleep mode without any proper reboots or updates in 2 years. Phil, really? Take what... I know you won't listen to me because I'm considered to be negative content that constantly shits on you. But you gotta understand, if I shit on you, there's a purpose for it. It's for you to get better. And I'm giving you, like, valid tips of how to make that computer not die on you. And you can have it for more than 2 years. Essentially, you could just shut it down. That way, it can have a chance to rest. You know, pat it on the head after it's done and tuck it into bed. Like, good night. I'll be back the next day after I have my day off of going to the store to get pet supplies and stuff for my wife. But you get the idea, though, Phil. That's all that I'm trying to do is help you, but you seem to think that I'm just a sad, toxic man when I'm really not.
Seriously. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, he's not kidding, but he has to go chew his water.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious?
That's exactly how I feel, past Phil. Thank you. That water sure is crunchy, isn't it?
So, there you go.
And Phil thinks that this is interesting to talk in his quote-unquote podcast. You could have just said, hey guys, I was having a little bit of laptop issues, but I got it fixed somehow, but I need to do a little bit more research, or you guys can help me out. He could have just said that, but no. He had to, like, ham this up, like, oh my god, I almost had a heart attack. Oh my god, I need my seltzer water and gin again.
Yeah, anyway, hopefully, let's hope for the best. Let's hope that the laptop doesn't have any further issues, all right?
It's stupidity at its best.
Pretty much stupidity. I have to agree. Thank you, Past Phil.
Ramrod, if you don't shut up, I'm just going to get rid of you.
Oh, so much for the positivity. Oh, you need to shut the fuck up or I'll ban you.
Ramrod is being absolutely obnoxious in the chat right now, to let you know. Well, I don't know what he's talking about. Is there supposed to be a video on the screen? And he said that like 10 times so far. So, Ramrod, this is your first and final warning. Shut up. Stop being obnoxious. No one cares.
Phil, pot is meeting kettle here. Nobody cares about what you have to say, but you have to step on your fucking soapbox and be like, listen to what I have to say. I am the Philip. I am the gospel. I am your Messiah. Please listen to me. Listen to me. Oh, but you need to shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit what you said. Oh, what's this? 10 times of what's on the screen? Fuck you. First and final warning. Next time, get the fuck out. But I am your Messiah.
You're being stupid. Okay. So, here's the thing about the goodening of No Man's Sky.
And he goes back to No Man's Sky talk, which I don't understand. Why is it that if someone's like asking a question and he just ignores it, they'll still keep asking the same question just so that you can acknowledge it? Don't be annoyed by it. You know how you can make this a positive stream? You see the question being spammed 10 times. Granted, I know it's against your rule, but you could just be like, oh, I'm so sorry that I didn't see this question to answer your question, and you just answer the question. That's how you can make it a chill, positive stream. Why is it that you think that everyone else can do this better than you?
Alright, if we can get some bans on some of these idiots in the stream chat who obviously are only here to be stupid, like this fucking idiot who says, oh, it's a voice over IP game, and goes into a private party chat. You know why I'm there, dumb fuck? You just heard it, you dumb shit. This other one too, I'm banning a few of them. Bobby Hill and these idiots,
Why'd you ban Bobby Hill? Be careful. He'll tell you that that's his person, he doesn't know you, and then your balls get kicked.
banning these idiots who are just coming in here to spam stupidity. So dumb with these idiots, these fucking idiots, man.
Okay, Ramrod, enjoy your time out, because you think you're funny. He did it again. Like, it's like, oh, look, there's a hornet's nest. Poke, 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 poke. Oh, look, hornets are actually starting to come out of the nest and attack me. What should I do?
Phil, that's exactly what you did. The copyright saga that you did was essentially that, and then you got butthurt and mad that people were coming after you. And you're comparing this to someone asking the question. Phil, you never answered that guy's question. So no shit, he's gonna fucking spam it again and again and again at you. But you're just giving people, like, more ways to troll you. You're just... The best way I can describe it, and thank God for the commenter that told me this, you're just adding fuel to this never-ending fire that will never be extinguished because you keep adding gasoline to it, thinking that it'll go out. Oh, why is it getting bigger? Oh, I think this will work, throws Everclear at it.
Poke, 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 poke. Like, what an idiot.
Yes, you are, Phil. Yes, you are. Because you don't answer questions, and you want this stream to be, like, all positive. This is a community. I can allow people to comment and have discussions, but you're not allowing it. This is why it's become, like, the Fourth Reich in Renton. You're essentially the Pig Fuhrer here.
So now he's timed out, and if he comes back and he says it one more time, I'm just going to ban him. I've had enough. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have enough of it because you don't know how to answer the question. You could just say, I don't know what the answer to that question. I do apologize. You could just say that. But no, he's just poking the hornet's nest. Even though I've done that before. Jesus Christ. So after he told that story on the Level 1 podcast and timing out a viewer for spamming questions, he went on to do his Elden Ring stream. He actually talked about something about healthy foods and like healthy diets and all of that shit, which he has good intentions with it, but I figured it was too boring and it's too hypocritical, so that won't be covered. But what will be covered is him talking about why he needs memberships all the time.
What's a Liquid Richard? A Liquid Richard is when you take
You have my
3 Toblerone candy bars, all right? And you smash them all together into one giant chocolate log. And you forcefully suck it down your throat like a snake. I'll eat the whole triple Toblerone in one go. and then it hits your stomach, and it's like a torpedo into your stomach. Oh! And you run to the bathroom, and you rip your pants off, and you sit down, and a giant rocket of liquid shoots out of your ass. It's like, and you say, Richard! That's a...
Okay, so I have no idea why he fucking went on this joke about Liquid Richard, even though that's clearly a detractor meme for Wings of Redemption. You know, the guy that he thinks that he has the same, like, afflictions. He feels the same pain as Wings of Redemption, yet he makes a joke like that? Come on, Phil, it's very hypocritical. You don't really care about Wings. Oh, but you care about him when you confronted Keemstar about having both him and Boogie fight, even though they're working their asses off to do it. So, they're doing a lot better off than you are.
The Liquid Richard. Anyway.
God damn, that fucking titty jiggle. Oh, but he's in peak and good health peaks right now. Where's my DoorDash?
Anyway, so guys, if you are enjoying tonight's stream, there are many ways that you can support it, and I would ask if you could support the stream in some way at least. I would really appreciate that, because this is how I make a living.
Hey guys, I'm not begging. You know, I totally don't beg on my stream, guys. Ignore the cup. That's just me with my water and stuff. Oh no, my my water fell out.
If you could like the stream, if you're enjoying it tonight, that would be great. We're at 65 likes. I aim for 100 every stream. If we hit 100, that would be a great level of support to get us engaged and notable on YouTube.
But that's the thing, though, Phil. Even though you might go for likes to get engagement and also get your videos out on the internet, the sad thing about it is that no one really pays attention. Even though your videos might get 100 likes, it's still going to be overrun with dislikes because you're talking shit about people or you're doing poorly in a game and blaming the game for your own mistakes. So the likes mean nothing. Also, memberships. You keep asking for a member bomb. And it's never going to happen. But if it does, it'll be for a whale that uses bots. And then they go away. So it's all for nothing.
Try to see if people can find the stream if they're looking for Oblivion, okay? Outside of that,
I'd rather play Oblivion myself. I can run it on Steam right fucking now and play it for myself. So, no thanks.
Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, and tips are all greatly appreciated. In particular, earlier today, we had a great day with super chats and memberships, but tips have kind of been on the slower side the past couple of days. So it'd be great if you wanted to tip and help me to hit some of the tips goals. That would be amazing. Okay.
Here's the thing about him with super chats, though. He hated super chats for the longest fucking time because he kept begging for tips. That way, he can pull them out in PayPal so he can go blow it all on WWE Champions, which he refuses to admit. But now he started to accept super chats because I think people started complaining like, we can't tip you, I'll give you a super chat. No, I need the money right fucking now, you fucking peasant. Oh, what's that? A $50 super chat? What the fuck am I going to do with that? I gotta wait for it, you fuck.
Okay. Now, while I was saying that, Jason just gifted 5 more memberships to the channel, including Edward, Mike, Bob, Elberith, and Sen Z.
Well, that kind of proved my point about dropping members off the bat. God damn it.
So congratulations to the 5 of you on getting gifted memberships. Thank you so much to Jason for supporting the channel. And that gets us all the way up to 580 members and climbing.
So, I see what he's doing with it, though. Back then, he used to, like, up that shit all the way up to, like, maybe 600, maybe 650. But I think now he's starting to realize that not a lot of people are going to be members to his channel for much longer. So, he's making it slow. So, kudos, I guess.
Thank you for that, Jason. Jason has been gifting lots of memberships to the channel in the last week. And I really appreciate that, Jason. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Whale. Please give me more.
Why are tips more important? In particular, they're not. It's just that we've had a lot of support with the other methods. And the other methods, for example, super chats, memberships, those are things that take a while to get any benefit from because there's a processing time on YouTube of about a month, if not longer, before you get anything out of them. While tips are something that I could use immediately to buy a game, pay a bill, get groceries on my day off this week.
Buy things on Super Chat, Street Fighter Duel. He won't admit it, but that's what it's going to. Also, him saying, oh, the tips aren't really important. No, bullshit. Anytime you don't get tips, you immediately go on this tirade about how everyone should have contributed in tips and not super chats. Oh, but the other methods are fine, but I need that tips money right fucking now because I need to pay bills, guys. I need to go save my house because Rich declared war.
And I am kind of beholden to tips, you know, for that. That's kind of the liquidity that I have is when I'm making tips. So if everything comes via those other methods, that's great. It'll help in a month and a half, but it won't help me right now. You understand?
Yeah, we get it, Phil. You're greedy and you want that money right goddamn now instead of waiting. You have no patience. Like, I get it, you gotta wait a month, but you can make sacrifices in order to make ends meet. There's nothing wrong with doing that. A lot of people do it. You just refuse to.
That's why I try to get a balance of contributions. Okay.
So, tips are great. Now, all I'm saying is, up to today, I prefer tips because it's been helping me out really big time with bills and everything. Today I'm going to get supposedly paid from Twitch, and you know, as long as I do, then it won't really be that big of a deal for the rest of this month, whether you want to cheer or sub or tip. It's all equal to me. You know, like I said, cheering and subbing help me long term, while tipping helps me immediately in the short term. It's all good. It's all good stuff, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, the snort slow down is even worse. So yeah, past Phil and present Phil are equally the same when it comes to money. He doesn't give a shit about super chats or super stickers, cheers, bits. He doesn't care about those. He immediately wants the money through tips, through donations on PayPal. That's all he really cares about. Because if you try to do any other methods, oh guys, I gotta wait. Why didn't you tip me sooner? It's easier with bits. Well, fuck you. Give me real money instead of bits. I can't do anything with this.
I don't know what you're talking about, Returnal. Stop that right now. Opinions on Kanye as a singer, you know? I don't know if I've ever heard Kanye. I'm serious. I don't know if I've ever heard him.
You mean Ye? Because he went on this like crazy like tirade. He went like on the crazy end. So far in the deep end that he's barely pulling himself out of it. Changed his name from Kanye to Ye. And as a rapper, he's not terrible, but I just can't get into his music. I'm sorry, Kanye fans, or Ye fans, sorry.
In a song? Right? I don't think so. What songs has he done? I've never heard one. Shout out to Foulris, who did a 10-bit cheer and is asking my favorite Kanye West album. The one where he raps. That's my favorite one. Heard he doesn't do that on.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The past Phil joke, that's actually pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually a pretty good time joke. I'm not gonna lie.
Jade says, is it cool if we train together? Well, Jade, I don't know if I'm necessarily, like I said, in any situation to train anyone in Street Fighter 6 because I don't even know how the game is going to play. I know some fundamentals of Street Fighter, but I don't know enough to really teach anyone how to play the game.
I cannot see you as a trainer for any game at all because you're terrible at Street Fighter, the game that you love so fucking much. Because every time you use the basic fundamentals, you always get your ass kicked by players that don't have the same quote-unquote skill level as you. And you wonder why you lose constantly. Oh, the game's lagging. Oh, the game's moves are different. I'm not used to this. I'd rather go play Street Fighter 2. I'm glad they added that to 6 because I'd rather play that instead.
I don't really want to take on the responsibility of promising people I'm going to teach them how to play when I might not even be good at it nor like it, you know?
But there's the thing, though. You claim to love Street Fighter and that you're really good at it. But yet, when other people outplay you, it's immediately, I'm better than you. I played the game fairly. You cheated. You didn't earn that win. You're a scrub. Get the fuck out of here. And the bubble rant. Essentially that. I can't blow bubbles, gotta play the game. Take the bubbles and shove them up your fucking ass. Oh, God. That bubble rant, Bubblegate is like the best.
You know what I mean? What I can say is I'm going to put out videos talking about each character, tutorials about how each character's moves work, some basics of the combos. As I play, I'm going to commentate on how I play. I may be doing nights where people can join and play against each other and stuff like that. So I would say, along that way, if you learn, great. But I'm not going to commit to trying to teach my audience how to play the game, quite frankly. I don't know if I'm going to be good enough, you know?
In short, he's saying that he's not good enough, but in reality, he just doesn't want to do it because he's too lazy. He doesn't want to help out other people. If it's not helping him, what's the point? If it's not giving him money, fuck right off, essentially. But Phil, they're wanting to learn from you because you claim to be a veteran of Street Fighter. So why don't you do that? You did it in the past with DSP Street Fighter, making videos strictly Street Fighter stuff. And you also gave like tutorials of how to play certain characters. Like, that was fine because you didn't give a shit about streaming. But now it's just like, you don't want to do anything. Come on, unless you get member bombs and tips.
You know what I mean? Like, you want me to teach Super Turbo? I can teach Super Turbo. That's a
And immediately get your ass kicked and say that the other player has bad internet connections.
game that I'm a master of. I know ins and outs. I'm good at it. Street Fighter 6, no way am I going to commit to trying to teach people how to play that one yet.
Well, here's the thing with that though, Phil. You claim to be good at something, but let's play out this Phil clip.
I myself am a former pro fighting game player.
See? He claimed that in the past that he's a former pro fighting game player, yet he won with a broken port, so that I don't think that really counts. But you claim to be good at Street Fighter, but yet you get your ass kicked by people that know the game either more than you or not as much as you. So it comes to show that you're just not good at the game. Like, I get it. There's a lot of games that you claim to be good at, but you're not. Like the Soul series. You're not good at that. Same with fucking Call of Duty. I played all the Call of Duties. What about Vanguard? The game was a piece of shit. Oh, Jesus. Phil, you're special in the best way possible. I find it really ironic coming from a guy that says that he knows how to build PCs and knows how to fix them, but yet doesn't really take care of the PCs that he has already, including his laptop. So essentially, he could just say that I need help, but he won't ask Google or any one of his chat members to help him out with fixing his laptop. Instead, what he'll probably do if it breaks again is essentially just beg for another one, like he did with the Steam Deck. But as for the whole memberships and the tips, it shows that he still cares about money and he doesn't really give a shit about all the other things, but he'll say that he does just to make himself look like, oh, I'm a humble guy. I know what I'm doing. I'm a good, positive streamer, when in reality, he doesn't give a shit. As for the whole Street Fighter thing, it would be nice that if Phil would have gone back and played Street Fighter and actually did like some tutorials if he knew how to do it and actually put time and effort into it, he might have a little bit of a comeback. But time will tell if he ever will do that, but I'm putting my money on the fact that he won't.